Good to see everybody right here on 5 Plus. Have a really fun spring break themed conversation with Karen Westcamp Johnson. She runs the Nature Center there in Fort Smith. Look, I got to tell you, there's a lot of really, really cool things happening this week, in particular to keep those kids entertained. They're going to be out of school for the most part. Parents, grandparents, this is a segment for you. Best thing is, this is mostly free activities that are going to keep your kids engaged, and they're probably going to learn a lot. Karen, let's scratch the surface. You got a whole full week of programming. What are the highlights?
That's it. We do. I mean, we have stuff every day that we are open on spring break week. Of course, I always want to tell folks we're closed Sundays and Mondays. They can still come out and hike the trails, and explore the lake. But as far as our educator-led stuff, it's going to be going on all week. And I like to kind of point out the Tuesday through Friday canoe and kayak program because this is about the only time in the spring that we get to do this canoe and kayak program. And it's free, like you said. Everything we're going to do on spring break is free because we want families out here having a good time learning. And our canoes and kayak program is something we're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weather permitting. And we're going to have boats down at the lake. So they're designed for families, or if it's an older kid, an adult who wants to take a kayak out by themselves, they can. We provide all the life jackets, and we do ask that they wear the life jackets the entire time, regardless of your age, when you're with us at our program, because we're all about safety. And we'll provide basic instruction. We put you in the boat and anybody can go. So if you've got a toddler, youngster or something, that's fine. We've got life jackets for them. They can get out in the canoe with parents and grandparents and older brothers and sisters. Everybody gets to go out. And our lake is what I always tell kids and families who are a little nervous. It's flat water. I mean, we're not moving water, so you don't have to worry about, tumping or anything like that people have fears of, because it is just a flat, easy lake. It's a great place to get those basics and learn and have a good time. And that is one of our most popular items on spring break. And we're going to do that every day. I have to double check my time here. 11:30 to 1:30 is when we're going to do it, right at that midday. And they just basically come out and we get you set up and we get you out on the water.
Talk to us about the fishing there on the lake.
Yeah, so fishing is pretty good. So we're hitting into our spring summertime. So we focus on things like catfish out there. And one thing I like to point out is we have, I think, a day or two we're going to do some fishing programs with the public, but we also allow people to check out canoes. We're already doing the canoes as a program. We allow you to check out a fishing pole
Okay.
at the front desk for free. All we need you to do is get your number, make sure that we, have a way to get back with you if you don't return that fishing pole to us. But it's free. We do this year round. You check out a fishing pole and you can get a tackle box and go to the lake and fish while you're here. And we actually will have some bait available too at the front desk. So it's worms, and we still have some marshmallows we're giving out as bait right now for free because we actually still have winter trout in our lake because the water's cool enough. So folks can fish on their own anytime. And we actually have a couple of on their own things folks can do on spring break. One of my favorites is we have some sidewalk chalk just set out at our sidewalk and our entrance. And we get let kids, if they're waiting in line, to do canoes or waiting on mom and dad for something else to draw and have a good time too. Plus all of our educator-led stuff.
Of course. Now, tell me about the make and take crafts, the make your own fishing lures. That seems really neat.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that on Tuesday, and then we have some make and take duck decoy painting the rest of the week. And the fish lures is one of my favorites because kids and adults, does not have to be just a kid, can get creative. And here's a couple of examples of ones that we have done in the past. So we
Impressive.
have a blank lure just like these that we actually provide, and then the kids and adults will paint them, and they can design them to look like a fishing lure, or they can design them fun, creative colors for their favorite sports team or their favorite color. And we put it on a keychain so that they can take it for safety, but parents and grandparents can actually get hooks and hook on it later to go fishing with. And it is super popular program. Again, free, we provide all that. And we do this one you don't register for. Now, if they want to do the duck decoys, we do ask registration because we're very limited on our supplies for that, but we let them paint duck decoys too.
I love it. Now, I'm going on a sidetrack here. I love 5 Plus because I can take all the sidetracks I want.
That's it.
The duck decoys. Now, am I making this up that you guys accept these used decoys for
Mhm.
programs like this?
Yes, so I'll kind of go down a side tangent on that too. So one of our assistant chiefs in the Arkansas Game and Fish Education Division, Eric Maynard, kind of started this. And what he did is he decided that all these people had duck decoys that they didn't use when they upgraded to new ones in the winter. And so he started taking them and giving them to the education centers to be able to do his painting. And we do that with a lot of them, but he also takes them and keeps the what I call really good ones, the ones in really good shape still, and allows high school kids in the fall to apply to get a set of decoys for free to learn to start hunting. And
Oh,
so every year there's usually 12 to 15 high school students picked across the state who get that donated. And then, and it's been fun because I actually get to go and deliver them to the local kids. And a lot of them, it's their first chance to duck hunt on their own. But then we use these that are what we call a little rougher, a little more faded and stuff. We primer up and we leave blank and we let families paint them. And some of them paint them to take hunting, and then some just paint them as decoration, at their house. It's
sure.
really a cool thing.
I've got
Yeah.
more than I need, and some of them are in good shape. I need to donate those, and I've also got some that have seen better days. I need to bring those to you guys as well. There's some stuff that I'm terrified of. I make no mistake that I'm horrified of snakes. So,
Yeah.
Janet, I'm not going to be there on Tuesday, but if you're interested in feeding a snake, Tuesday at 2 o'clock looks like a great day to be at the Janet Huckabee Nature Center. There's really something for everybody. It looks like as I scan this list, something for all ages, from story time to music hour. You can go on a hike. The hike looks fun there at Lee Creek Reservoir. Weather Thursday should be decent enough, right? You guys have really put a lot of effort into this. Where can we
We
find the full calendar at?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways. And I mean, and you're right. There are on-site and local off-site things that we are sponsoring for folks. And so agfc.com, they actually have created what we call a little landing page banner at the top that clicks to our schedule for us, for Northwest Arkansas, for all the nature centers in the state, just spring break activities there. So if you go to agfc.com, it's there. If you also go to Facebook, to our Facebook page, which is our initials for the Janet Huckabee Arkansas River Valley Nature Center, we are posting every day special stuff we have going on, reminders, pictures from the day, fun stuff. Yeah.
Very nice. It's going to be a great spring break. I got to tell you, I mean, keeping kids entertained for a week is one, it's tough to do. Two, it's expensive. But you guys, like, I mean, this is the place to be. If I didn't have to work, I'd probably just come myself.
That's
And
it. And yeah. And the thing is, I'll be here all week, so kids can come say hi. No, I'll be here. We'll be here every day. And that's the thing we love. Spring break is one of our busiest times, and the kids are all here to have a good time. And we have a lot of families who spend all day out here. There's enough that you could literally spend all day if you wanted.
I
You bet.
believe it. When I look at this schedule, I mean, there's no shortage. In fact, I would venture to say it may be tough to squeeze it all in
Yes.
some cases for sure. Janet,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Good work there at Janet Huckabee. It's going to be a successful week, and I know the kids and families are just going to absolutely love it.
I know. We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Take care.